Got to get back in the groove. All right, so we.
Boy.
I know. Hold on. Welcome into the Fan X Sports Channel for sports fans by a sports fan. It's your boy Coach I. We are back after a long hiatus. 2022 has presented some obstacles, but we back and we're here to break down the March Madness brackets. So let me go ahead and bring in the panel. We got my boy KB down there representing the Dookie Blue Devils. What's going on, KB?
What's good, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling, man. Hey, we got up right above him. We got my boy Kev, the Duke Crazy himself. You see it.
Yes,
He's
sir.
ready right now.
Yes, sir.
And then Jeff, the stat guy, who is a Carolina women's basketball fan, mostly, but he's also known as the Duke hater. What's going on, Jeff?
Hey, what's going on? You know, I gotta rep. We ain't my boys didn't make it, so I'm repping the Hurricanes, repping the old school Carolina Canes tonight. Putting on Duke 6-4.
For all those that don't know, that is Carolina Hurricanes AAU youth program, not the Miami Hurricanes. We are not on here representing the Miami Hurricanes. Oh man, let's go ahead and start with Duke, man. I mean, listen, man, it's Coach K last year, man. If I was talking to Jeff, man, if I'm a player, I don't let you go out at home on senior night against North Carolina, bro. Like what was up with that?
I think it's too much pressure, man. I truly believe that the pressure of the moment, it was just too big for them boys. And that's the way it's been all year. Is there's so much pressure, all eyes are on them every single night because every single night is a different last. And when they go somewhere else, it's the last game at this place for Coach K. 40 some odd years, man. It's just a lot of build up and a lot of pressure. And I'm afraid that these boys they ain't got it in them.
They ain't ready. They ain't ready. Yeah, Kev, you touched on it earlier, man. It's the inconsistency with them boys, though. Like the whole year, like I say, you don't know what you're gonna get out of your top players to your bottom players. Like I remember us talking in the beginning of the year, we was talking about how they had all these football players out here, how these boys couldn't even, move laterally. But now we starting to see it down the stretch. Like the inconsistency there, man. It's some of it's hard too, though, man. Like Coach K, you got to be on the flow.
Boy, for real, man, I'm looking like they got hella athletes, man. I mean, like Trevor Kills, athlete, Williams, athlete, the dude that backed Williams up. I forget his name. I always can't never remember his name. I was
Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, I always call him Aquaman. He hell of an athlete.
He's an athlete. He's like the enforcer, man.
He's foul prone though.
yeah. That's what he comes in. He's the enforcer. He shuts it down. And if they need a physical presence, and that's why we thought Duke was really good because in the past they haven't had the physical presence. Yeah. Now they got him coming in, an experienced grad transfer, and his play. He's been an enforcer, but his play has not quite matched what it needed to be.
So Duke is in the West region as the number 2 seed. The number 1 seed in that region is Gonzaga. What we talking? Okay, so we got Gonzaga's the number 1 seed, Duke's the number 2 seed. We'll just go for like the top 3-4 seeds. Texas Tech is actually the 3 seed, and Arkansas is the 4 seed. I actually got Duke going to the Sweet 16. I got them beating Cal State Fullerton, meeting up with Michigan State in the second round, beating Michigan State, and then getting into the Sweet 16, and that's where I got their road ending. What about you, Jeff?
So for me, Duke is actually in my Final Four. I actually have Duke going to the championship.
The Duke hater has Duke in the championship.
Look, it's Coach K's final run. To me, the crazy thing watching the ACC championship game was, the ball wasn't really bouncing their way. Man, some stuff was kind of going awry. I thought they kind of got outside themselves. So that's definitely got to get cleaned up, and they could get easily bounced by Michigan State in the round of 32. But I got Duke. I got Duke going all the way to the championship game because, look, I might be a Duke hater, but I'm a true Gonzaga hater. I hate Gonzaga. I hate Gonzaga. I don't want Gonzaga to ever win a national championship. I love Mark Few as a coach. I'd take him in South Carolina in a heartbeat. But, hey, look, there's a reason why West Coast teams have 3 national championships in like the last 40 years in basketball.
That is true. But something you said about Duke, man, I think when they meet up with teams that have real basketball talent, they do get outside themselves and start playing a lot of like one-on-one. I can take you off the dribble type basketball. And that's where I think that's what happened against Vatek. Vatek came out hitting them threes. That number 0 boy, he was giving them the work, bro.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm like, bro, y'all got to do something with that. And I told Jeff, me and Jeff was watching the game. He had hit like 2 threes, and then the ball just rolled to him off a long rebound. He just picked it up and shot it and went all net. I was like, tonight ain't Duke night, man.
But yeah, realistically, they showed it early in the season when they beat Gonzaga. You know what I'm saying? They can beat anybody in the country.
Yeah,
they can beat anybody in the country. So we'll see. It's Coach K's final run. They're going to be ready to make a run at it. So.
Okay, so Gonzaga and Memphis have a possible round of 32 matchup. We got because Memphis has Boise State in the first round. If that matchup happens, Kev, what you think about that? Gonzaga and Memphis. I mean, Penny, they got some players, man. They got some players now.
They've got some players. I'd say the first 2/3 of the season, they've been an incredible disappointment. Penny has not had a good year. However, towards the end of this season, I actually watched them again in the championship game of the, I guess, Conference USA. That's the first time, or the American. That's the first time I've seen them. They look good. They look like more of a cohesive unit than what I've seen in the past.
Yeah.
I think they'll give Gonzaga one of the better games they probably played all year. But I think the Zags are going to get the dub. I think the talent and the coaching is going to overcome. I like Penny, but I don't think if compared to Mark Few, Penny ain't coaching. He ain't winning that matchup.
Yeah, we're talking about coaching. I'm definitely going Mark Few. But
now, Isaiah, the other thing with Memphis, though, they've been hurt all year. I mean, they got the kid Amani Bates. He hasn't really played. I mean, he obviously he's shut down for the year. He's getting ready for the NBA. But even the dude that put on during the conference tournament, he was out like the first 2 or 3 months of the season. So they're just now playing to what their full strength should look like. But I definitely think Gonzaga is going to roll them. I just think they have a little bit too much talent. And then again, coaching in the tournament means the world. So I definitely think that's going to be the key factor.
KB, you had a chance to see Memphis play this year?
I did a little bit, man, but I definitely got to agree with y'all. Like, I think it might be close, but if we was coaching on the AAU circuit, I'm gonna take Penny all day, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We on the collegiate level right now, and that experience gonna take over everything, man.
Memphis got the bigs to match up with Gonzaga, but I don't know if I feel confident that they guard play can match Gonzaga, because Gonzaga's big man though. He's good on offense, but he can be a liability on defense.
Chet's soft, man. He's like 7 foot tall, 110 pounds.
Exactly.
I don't on the defensive end. Yeah, he's a bit of a liability. On the offensive, in the NBA, he'll be just fine because they don't foul. But they don't play defense. But in the college level, especially in the tournament, where games can get physical depending on who your refs are. Yeah, I'm not sure he's quite ready for that. Plus, he's going to have to go through the grind of playing potentially 5 or 6 games in a very close period of time. I know that's kind of different nowadays with AAU circuit. Kids are more used to that type of thing, but it's different at this level, man.
So, and I know it's going to be some Cinderellas, but in the West, man, honestly, only Cinderella I kind of had. So we got Michigan State got to play Davidson. Texas Tech got to play Montana State. The winner of Rutgers and Notre Dame has to play Alabama. I think Notre Dame's going to win that, and I think Notre Dame going to beat Alabama as the 11th seed.
See, that's what I've got too. I think pretty much kind of exactly what you said. I've got it pretty much chalk all the way through, except I think Notre Dame's going to win that game against Rutgers, and I think no matter what, whoever comes out of that game, I think they're going to give Alabama a run for their money. Alabama seems to be kind of like the hot pick right now. People want to see them go deep. But I don't see it. I think they've had a down year. I think that down year is going to continue, and I think either Rutgers or Notre Dame teams coming out of this play-in game at some point or another. One of these teams ends up making it to the Sweet 16. It seems like every year now. So I think that's going to be the one where we see somebody make a little run.
My thing is
same thing. I got Rutgers beating Notre Dame, and then I have Rutgers turning around beating Alabama. But I'm right there with you, Kev. Whoever wins that 11 play-in game is going to give Alabama that work.
I got you. And then what you about to say, KB?
No, I'm about to say I like Notre Dame too, man. But I actually like Michigan State going a little deep, man. You know what that means. You know what I'm saying? You know what that got to mean on Sunday. Because
hey,
I represent the team, no doubt. But you know, Duke don't play good in Greenville. But
bro, that's all I was just about to say. That's all I was just about to say. And we all know Tom Izzo come to coach when it comes to March Madness, dog.
Exactly.
It was a hard one for me, but I was like, I don't know, man. I'm like, if Duke players don't get him to the Sweet 16, dog, they should none of them make the get drafted in the lottery.
Cut. If you don't make it to the lot, then you cut.
ACC. Yeah, they didn't win the ACC championship. They got beat by North Carolina. What can I expect right now? You know what I'm saying? What can I expect?
So
hey, that's when you want to get the bad losses out, get them out the way early. You definitely don't want the bad loss now. Now it's one and done.
They just haven't even looked good in the last two games, though. No. Like against VTech, I don't care how close the score was. The whole game, VTech controlled the game. It never looked like Duke was even gonna make a run. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I mean, Isaiah, we talked about it was 42-39 at halftime, and we were like, it's a 3-point game. I mean, even watching the game, it felt like the game. If you were on the bench, you were down by 14.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. We'll see. UConn got New Mexico State and Arkansas got Vermont. I got both of them winning those first round games, meeting up in the round of 32 with UConn winning. Arkansas's been kind of hot. They got a good team, but I watched the Big East, man. When it comes to UConn, Providence, Creighton, and Villanova, it's hard for me to pick over them boys. Them boys play real basketball, man. So I got UConn beating Arkansas, meeting up with Gonzaga in the Sweet 16.
Same.
I like Arkansas. I've watched Arkansas a good bit. It seems like every time on a Saturday I turn the TV on, they're on.
Yeah,
man, I like what I see. Man, it's going to be a little bit different not playing in that home environment, but they got some ballers. Their point guard is nasty. He's gross. I personally, I think Arkansas is going to make a run to at least the Elite Eight.
Well, I like the coach. He got a lot of passion.
Yeah, he's got a lot of exactly, and that's what you like in March. And I honestly say this: I think if Duke and Arkansas meet up in that Elite Eight, I'm scared. I'd be very scared.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
You think
so? You're more scared of Arkansas than Gonzaga?
Yes.
So you think Arkansas got what it takes to beat Gonzaga?
Yes.
Okay.
I have Gonzaga losing to Arkansas in that game.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so you got Arkansas beating Gonzaga down at the bottom. If Duke does get past Michigan State, Texas Tech, they'll beat the winner of Texas Tech, and this is what I got anyway. The winner, who knows? Montana State might prove me wrong, but I got Texas Tech playing Notre Dame and Texas Tech winning that one because I like what I see out of Texas Tech. So.
That's what I've got as well.
What about you, KB?
Yeah, that's about the same right there. Like I said, I don't see Montana State pulling nothing out. But, we never know. But yeah, that Texas Tech team they're pretty solid though, man. They're pretty solid. Tournament time. It's time for them to turn up though.
So coming out of the West in the Sweet 16 Elite Eight, I got Gonzaga and Texas. I got Texas Tech beating Duke, man. I don't know. I don't know if Duke can put it together. I know they got the talent. It's just what I've seen the last 2 weeks does not make me feel confident.
So I'm on the call with 3 people that support Duke basketball, and I'm the only one that got them going to the championship. Y'all some bums. But I'm telling you right now, South Carolina was in here, I'd have them winning the whole damn thing.
Hold up, Jeff. Check the bracket. I've got Duke winning it all, man.
Okay. You said Arky was making a run, and that Arky scared you. I didn't know.
I did, and they do scare me very much so. Me and
KB realists, man. We like sometimes you gotta put your heart to the side, dog. You know, I grew up a Duke fan, dog. You know, even going to the University of Georgia, I'm gonna pull for the Dogs if they was to play Duke, but I still want Duke to do good, man. But I can't deny what my eyes done told me the last 2 weeks.
Hey, I've been alive. I've been walking this earth for 27 years. For 26 of those years, I'll put my heart to the side. But this year, you can't do it, man. You can't do it. If you're a Duke fan, you can't put your heart to the side this year. You got to ride with it. You got to ride with them boys. I'm sure they'll find a way to mess it up in the end. But hey, we got to ride with it for the time being.
All right, so let's go to the South, man. The South, the number 1 seed is Arizona. Villanova's number 2 seed. You got Tennessee as the 3 seed, and you got Illinois as 4 seed. I think this may be the toughest bracket in my opinion, because Tennessee is playing some good basketball and they can shoot that. They shoot the lights out of that thing. You hear me? And so, I got Arizona coming out of this bracket, beating Villanova in the what is that? What would that be? That'd be the Elite Eight. Yeah.
I gotta agree with you. I think this is probably the toughest bracket for me, though. I have this as probably the most chalk bracket out of any of them. The only upset I see in the first round is Loyola Chicago over Ohio State. I think they get that dub.
No, I got this. I got the same one. I got the same one.
No, sir. This bracket is the bracket with the most crazy in it. I got UAB. I got Chattanooga beating Illinois. And I got Loyola beating Ohio State. Hey, my
Chattanooga's not
man,
beating
bump
Illinois,
the Big Ten, bro.
Wait a minute. You got You watched Houston play Sunday.
Yes.
And a couple of weeks before, you got UAB beating Houston.
Yes.
So you do know, Houston is a ball school, dog. Like them dudes be hooping, dog.
And UAB is an offensive powerhouse, and things get crazy in March. Okay. I'm telling you. So I got UAB. I got Chat. So I actually have Tennessee beating Nova. I mean, my top 3 are all chalk, except for Tennessee beating Nova and losing to Arizona. But it's getting crazy in my bracket up until that point.
I got Loyola beating Ohio State because them Chicago boys play ball. That's the only that they play ball. I got Tennessee winning. I got Michigan beating Colorado State. I don't think it's an upset in principle, but according to the seeding,
I think that would be a massive upset. Michigan has not played good basketball all.
I think Juwan gonna get it. He gonna get him one. I got Illinois beating.
He's lucky to be on the side. He's lucky to have a job.
Right.
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Look, he's lucky to have a job right now.
I got 10, 11, 12, and 13 all winning in this bracket. I got the same thing. I think Michigan wins. Colorado State had a horrible loss in the Mountain West.
Yeah.
They should have been playing Boise for the championship, got beat by San Diego State. Like, they lucky to slide. I'm surprised that they got in as a 6th seed, honestly. They didn't win the regular season title. I'm very surprised they got in, and as a 6th seed at that.
Yeah, Jeff, man, I agree with you, man. I think this might be one of the toughest kind of regions right here. And can we really say Loyola Chicago is an upset nowadays with Sister Jean on the sideline? Like,
true that.
And again,
after you do it so many years,
you're right, and we all know Big Ten is trash.
Whoa.
Stop.
The Big Ten is not trash.
Pump your brakes, Jeff. Come on, Jeff. Like, don't be a Big Ten basketball hater. You could be a Big Ten football hater. Don't be a Big Ten basketball hater.
Bro, I'm getting a back piece tattoo that just says I hate the Big Ten. Then I'm going on tour. We just going up north.
Listen, I know I'm in the minority because I heard all 3 of y'all say y'all talking about Tennessee, and I agree with you. Tennessee is playing some very good basketball every single year. At least one, if not more than one. There's a game where we all sit there and we're like, and nobody saw this coming. Well, I'm telling you right now,
Longwood,
Colorado State beating Tennessee in the second round. They go into the Sweet 16. I'm telling you right now, man.
Now,
I've seen Colorado State a little bit. They're playing good ball. They had an off night.
Now, Tennessee, if they have an off day, but they're one of the better, if not, I definitely put them in the top 4 shooting teams in the bracket. Because they let that thing fly. So if they off, I guess I could see them going out. But
that's what I'm saying. When you get out there in a crazy environment, you're on the road, you're not in your routine. You never know, man. One of these shooting teams, you come out, you get cold, it gets difficult. Next thing you know, you're losing to somebody you never thought you would lose to, let alone be playing.
So, KB, that Villanova, Loyola, Chicago possibles round of 32 matchup, who you got in that? That's going to be a good game.
That's tough, man. I actually like Villanova from a history standpoint, and I think them boys pull it out, man. I've always kind of respected Villanova from year over year with them boys. They just seem to put it together, whether it's coaching, whether it's players, and just everything.
What I noticed about Nova this year, if they play a team with some bigs, because they don't, Jay Wright play that 3-4 guard rotation with like one big. If you are bigger than Villanova, you get them problems. But if you the same size as Villanova, yeah, I got Villanova going to the Elite Eight playing Arizona. And bro, I don't know if y'all seen the Arizona UCLA Pac-12 championship, but Arizona is that deal.
UCLA might be overrated. UCLA
You think so?
No, UCLA's good too. Arizona just got 2 7-footers that run the floor.
Yeah.
Well, UCLA can score, they just can't stop nobody.
Right. Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah.
So I got Arizona. I'll be honest, I got Arizona in the Final Four. I got Arizona winning it all. That's just, I know the West teams don't show up every year when it's time. Matter of fact, I think they hadn't won since Arizona won back in like 97 or something. I don't know.
Right.
But I think they might be able to put it together this year, man.
And
any other surprises? What about that Seton Hall TCU game, Kev?
Seton Hall. No, come on.
TCU.
Stop. No.
You don't respect the Big 12, baby?
No, I don't. I respect the Big 12 to a certain extent. I don't respect TCU. Is Jamie Dixon still coaching over there? I know that's his alma mater.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I watched them about 3 times this year. They got hot towards the end of the season. I do know that. But again,
Seton Hall, Seton Hall played some ball. They played some ball last year. Let's move on.
This may be the old school in me, but the Big East gets preferential treatment when I don't know much about the two teams. So I'm going with Seton Hall in that. So we go down here to the Midwest. Now the Midwest is Kansas as the number 1, Auburn as the number 2. I think this might be the easiest.
Yes.
The least talented bracket. So we got Kansas number 1, Auburn number 2. Wisconsin at number 3, Providence at 4, and Iowa at 5. Now, my big upset here, I got 2 here. I got Richmond. I got the Spiders taking Iowa out in the first round.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Bruh,
yes,
interesting.
Yes, Richmond. First of all, Richmond, they ain't new to this bracket thing, man. You know what I'm saying? They get
That's
here,
fair.
and they a scrappy bunch, man. And I don't know, man. I like Iowa, but Iowa almost didn't even make it to the Big Ten championship. They had that March Madness buzzer beater by old buddy on Friday night or Saturday, I think it was early in the day. And then I got
it's crazy when teams went off of buzzer beaters. Something happens. The momentum starts rolling.
I can see that. And then I got Iowa State over LSU because LSU ain't got no coach, man.
No. I think I'll be honest. I think that's probably the most picked upset, and I don't even at this point I don't consider that an upset. I think LSU's out of it. They've got a couple dudes that can play in the next level, but mentally I think they're done. And listen, man, I just talk about LSU for a second. I heard this, and this was crazy to think about. Will Wade got fired for doing something that you can do now.
Yeah.
Like he got fired for doing something that's perfectly legal to do now, but he was doing it back then. He was sloppy with it. That's just
welcome to South Carolina, Will Wade. Come on down.
We'll take him.
Oh man, you got USC, Miami. I really didn't know how to go with that game. I just went, chalk with that game. I gave it to USC. I think Auburn will be able to beat Jacksonville State. And I think they'll take out USC because I don't know. I ain't seen much out of USC to make me believe they go. I don't know. Auburn got them 2 or what? They both 1 6'10", 7 foot down low. I don't think they're gonna need the home crowd for that. They play better when they're in front of their home crowd, but I don't think they're gonna need their home crowd. But I got Wisconsin playing them in the Sweet 16, and Wisconsin always got them boys down low. They're gonna slow it down. Like Auburn like to get out and they can push the pace, but Wisconsin will slow you down, and the game will be like 50-48. And I don't think Auburn ready for that kind of. And plus, Wisconsin been here before, man. This is what Wisconsin do, man. They make it to the Elite Eight, and they don't ever win, but they make it to the Elite Eight.
So another upset in this bracket, Isaiah. I got San Diego State not only winning in the first round, but I got them beating Richmond and going to the Sweet 16.
You're a hater. Creighton gonna upset San Diego State in the first round.
Yeah, so San Diego State gonna beat Kansas?
No,
that's what he said.
No, not San Diego. South Dakota State.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
South Dakota State's beating Providence and then beating Richmond.
Yep, because I got Richmond winning as well.
I got Providence against Richmond, and I got Creighton against Kansas. I got Kansas and Providence. I think that's gonna be Kansas Providence gonna be a good game. Baji, is that his name from Kansas? The shooter, that dude can stroke that thing.
I've got Kansas beating Creighton in the second round, but I think in the Sweet 16 they run into Iowa. And if there's one thing I know about Bill Self, it's that he's allergic to winning once he gets to 16, 8 teams left. I think Iowa slows it down, makes it an ugly game, and we watch Bill Self and the rest of the Kansas Jayhawks walk off the court crying like they do every year when they get.
I have Kansas making it to the Elite Eight. They're going to run into the SEC buzzsaw that's Auburn. Auburn's going to the Final Four.
Auburn, listen, I'll be honest with you, man. I almost had Auburn going out in the round of 32 because I'm telling you, they struggle on the road, man.
Yeah, I think this Kansas bracket to lose though, man. Like I don't see how they don't come out of this region.
You know what?
Exactly.
You're right, KB. On paper, you're right. And you know what? We say that about Kansas every single year. And what do? They lose it. Somehow they give it away.
Bill about to show you something different, man.
I'm telling you, man. Like,
it's been like 25 years.
I don't see any team top to bottom that can even go, baller for baller with Kansas, man. I mean, I guess Auburn, because they got to do with the bad temp fade at point guard, KD Johnson.
Oh man,
I'm a hater.
Just because he left Georgia, don't hate. Just because he left Georgia for greener pastures, don't hate, Isaiah.
I'm a hater.
Oh my Lord.
And then, like I say, man, they got to do the 6'10". He can shoot from the outside. He's probably gonna be number 1, number 2 draft pick, number 10. I forget what his name is. And then they got the other kid down low that's blocking everything, but they don't play well when they on the road, man. And they got man. Once you get
but these aren't two road games; these are neutral site games. Everybody's on the road. It's not like they're going into a raucous environment, like they're traveling to Georgia and going into a hostile environment. I know y'all probably barking at them and stuff.
You know it.
Man, I'll say this. Jabari, I think his name is Jabari Smith, the kid from Auburn. That's going to be probably the number 1 overall pick.
He should probably be number 1. Yeah,
he should be. Go back and watch the game against I think it was Arkansas. Yeah, it was Arkansas on the road. He has a mentality of he's a dog. He can take it over, man. He can take it over in the end, and he'll single-handedly just pull them up by their bootstraps and make sure they win the game. That's why I think he'll be the number 1 pick, is because he's better mentally than Paolo Banchero is. So watch out, man. I think he might be somebody that can take him a long way.
Man, Paolo just disappeared in the second half of the season, man. He plays like a guy. He doesn't play like a guy that's about to be a top 5 pick, man. I'm like, I'm watching the game against Vitek. I'm like, yo, bro, you got the ball at the top of the key. You should be like, get out the way, bro. It's my time. Like, what? He's done
it all season long. I've never seen a lottery pick take entire halves off. And I'm not saying he just doesn't play, but like he just won't take a shot for an entire half. Like you can't. You're the best player on the court, hands down. What are you doing?
But Kevin, we talked about this early in the year after we watched him in the Gonzaga game when he came out like 3 or 4 times for cramping. And that's what it's been like all year. It feels like he takes plays off. It's almost like he doesn't trust his body to give him 36, 38 minutes to be that dog. Like, I just don't know if he's still not in shape, but that's what it definitely felt like in the second half, is he just doesn't trust his body to just go out and dominate for entire games.
Well,
I think he's in shape, but I don't know, man.
I don't know. Anything else out of that Midwest region we got that we ain't expecting? I think we pretty much covered.
I'll tell you now. I'm telling you right now. Auburn's going to the Final Four, but I think they play Iowa in the Elite Eight. I know y'all disagree with me. I think Iowa makes an ugly game against Kansas and they get the dub. I think Auburn beats Wisconsin in the Elite Eight, and you see those two teams match up, and I think Auburn wins. You're a
Bill Self hater.
Yeah. Bill Self is trash. I wouldn't take him to Duke right now for free.
All right, man. The last
he can't coach his way out of a paper bag.
The last region, man. That East region, man. Now East region got Baylor. I've been impressed with Baylor all year, to be honest with you. I watched them play a couple of times. I watched, especially earlier, I watched Baylor and Kansas play. Like, bruh, when I watched that game, both of them looked like Final Four type teams. And I think they may have the easiest path, to be honest with you. You got North Carolina, Marquette. That was like a toss-up. I gave it to North Carolina. St. Mary's. Now, St. Mary's might shock some folks. St. Mary's has to play the winner of Wyoming and who was that, Indiana?
St. Mary's is getting beat by Indiana, first of all.
Nah, dude, this is the best St. Mary's team I think we've seen in a long time.
St. Mary's going to the Sweet 16, Jeff.
Agreed.
St. Mary's going home.
I mean, the round.
Fly back to California.
And then UCLA, Akron, Texas, Vatech, Purdue, Yale, Murray State, San Francisco, and Kentucky versus St. Peter's. Now, Kentucky's been hurt a lot this year. And if Kentucky can stay healthy, they actually have all the pieces they need to make a run. I don't know if they will, though. I actually got in the Sweet 16, I got Baylor versus UCLA and Purdue versus Kentucky. So pretty much chalk 1 versus 4, 3 versus 2. Jeff, you got Virginia Tech, don't you?
I got Vatech making a run. Yes, sir. Vatech's gonna make a run. I tell you, this is the game that I am looking most forward to in the first round is in this bracket.
What?
It is San Francisco University versus Murray State.
A lot of points.
Two teams that have a loaded backcourt. I love me some guards, and that's going to be just a slugfest of guards. It's going to be go, 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 put your foot on the gas 100 miles an hour. I cannot wait for that game.
I almost had San Francisco winning that one, but I
do have San Francisco pulling the upset.
I got Murray State. I had, I give a little Ja Morant from the home state, man. And that's his alma mater, so that's why I went with that one. But I could see that because San Francisco can put up some buckets too. So, Jeff, I know you are big on Vatech after watching them in the ACC tournament. But this is my thing. I think a lot of people are going to be prisoners of the moment. ACC was not good this year. They were not good. So saying you're an ACC tournament champion, don't really mean nothing to me.
There's nothing to be proud of.
And that's fine. But they have the pieces to make a run. Yeah. They got two legit shooters. They're big, can step out and shoot. And don't they have them some crafty white boys that can handle the ball, cut back door?
Jeff, you getting carried away, brother.
Me and Isaiah were wilding on this the other night. I don't know why, but if a young African American takes some dude off the bounce and goes and bangs at home, he hella athletic. When a white dude cuts back door, could hit the same crossover, he a crafty player. He creative. Well, he's so crafty. Like, I mean, I don't care. Those two guards can just flat out play.
Them boys can play, man. But I think Isaiah, you beat me to it, man. Jeff, I think you might be caught up in the hype, man. Like the boys look good in the ACC tournament. You know
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. Not one glass. Give me the whole container of Kool-Aid.
Listen, and then didn't we just talk about how bad Duke has looked the past couple of weeks, right? So they beat Duke. North Carolina been kind of up and down. Even, it's like I said, it's the ACC. Like I think they only got like 3 teams. Well, they got Virginia Tech, Duke, North Carolina. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Bruh, the ACC only got 3 teams in? Like that's what I'm saying. Like, I like in Miami. I like the dude, dude went behind his back, hit the buzzer beater, you know what I'm saying? Against,
and who was the buzzer beater against? Who was the buzzer beater against?
It was against
Clemson. They got my vote. I almost took them to the Final Four just for that.
Jeff is
a prisoner of the mud. Clemson's not even in the tournament, man.
Right.
Why? Because Vatech, because old Maddox and Vatech iced him up, went behind the back, killed him. Like,
listen,
Jeff's still crying because South Carolina didn't make the NIT.
Yeah,
let's go.
Exactly. So I got Vatech. I get it. They hot. I give you first round, you beat Texas. But bro, if Purdue beat Yale, you're not beating Purdue. I'm sorry. Purdue is a total.
Purdue didn't look good in the Big Ten tournament either now. So
against better competition though, that's what I'm saying.
They made it to the final.
Yeah, they lost to Iowa by I think it was like a 5-point game or something.
And I'm telling you right now, Jordan Ivey or Jaden Ivey or whoever, that dude's a lottery pick.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he's an excellent basketball player. I mean, that dude can ball.
That dude
flat
nice.
out ball.
Yeah. And
when he Euroed in between the two dudes in the championship game, that thing was nasty.
And the big guy from Virginia Tech, he can step out and hit the three, but when he has to actually play somebody that's going to play in the post, which none of the Duke guys was doing, none of the North Carolina guys was doing, like, he's going to have to actually, you got to make somebody like that play on both ends of the ball so he gets tired on offense, and now that three-pointer don't matter.
But Purdue doesn't run their game out of the post. Purdue runs their game from the high elbow. They do a lot of Princeton cuts and stuff, and their big plays at the high elbow. He can guard him there. He's not going to look to post him up and drop step and all that. That's not Purdue's game. So I think he can play him there.
Man,
it's a matchup. I'm telling you.
How far you got Vitek going? How far you got Vitek going?
Sweet 16. Sweet 16. Right. They're beating Purdue. Sweet 16. I got them getting beat by Tennessee.
No, you got them beaten by Kentucky.
Kentucky, yeah. And then I got Kentucky losing to Tennessee. My lead eight out of this bracket is Tennessee and UCLA.
Tennessee not in this bracket.
Oh,
Texas is in this bracket. I know you ain't got the Longhorns going there.
Oh no, because I got them getting beaten off rip by them.
Yeah. In the Sweet 16, I got chalk in the Sweet 16. Baylor, UCLA, Purdue, Kentucky.
Nah, so I got same thing, bracket. But with Vitek. Vitek loses to Kentucky. UCLA beats Baylor. UCLA goes to the Final Four.
I got a lot of upsets in this bracket. I got Baylor in the second round. I got Baylor against Carolina.
Okay.
St. Mary's against Akron.
You got UCLA getting put out in the first round? Oh,
it's gonna be your 13-4. Them West Coast boys ain't ready. Well, I mean, I guess they are because St. Mary's on the West Coast too, but whatever. Virginia Tech beating Texas in the first round. They'll play Purdue. They'll lose that game. That's when the magical run that Jeff is predicting will end quickly. And then I've got Murray State and Kentucky in the second round, a little civil war, and I've got Murray State getting the upset over Kentucky going to second round. It won't last long though, because then they'll run into Purdue, and Purdue will play Baylor. I think Purdue makes it to the Final Four.
So quick question, Kevin. You got Murray State beat, bro. The dude from Kentucky, if he plays Murray State, is going to go for 40 and 30. Who they got that can out-rebound that dude or stop that dude in the post? He's going to post up every time down and put somebody in the rim with him. Who you got stopping that dude? That dude built like a Christmas tree.
What you got over there?
Foul trouble, bro.
Man.
Foul trouble.
Man, I see a Baylor Kentucky matchup, man, on this side, man. I'm not hype on UCLA like that. I love the Baylor UCLA matchup, but UCLA, they done showed me they done folded too many times through the year, man. They just ain't got it. They got some cats that can play at the next level. Don't get me wrong, but these ain't these old UCLA teams we done seen before though.
Man, I'm a little bit of a prisoner among with UCLA. They against Arizona, they was like they offense looked real good.
They got moments. Don't get me wrong. They got moments. And I can stay up late. I watch them boys. You know what I'm saying? Them boys got a solid team now.
So we all got Kentucky at least making it to the Sweet 16, right? No. Jeff, you said, man, Cal said Murray State gonna beat Kentucky.
I'm telling you, man. Y'all sit here, y'all laughing. I'm just telling you, in a couple of weeks, y'all call me. We'll see.
Kevin, that happens. We going to Applebee's on me.
Careful.
We going to Applebee's on me if that happens, Kevin.
Big spender.
I know, right? So, all right, let's go around. My Final Four is Gonzaga, UCLA, and then Arizona and Kansas. I know I got 3 number ones in there, and that rarely ever happens, but I'm going with it. Who you got, KB?
All right, man. We got up top, definitely not Duke in the West. We got Gonzaga coming out of there. We got Baylor on the other side.
Okay, that'll be a good matchup right there.
Yeah, I love that one. Arizona and Kansas coming out that Final Four, man.
Oh, okay. We're going chalk with the number ones. I like it. I'm telling you, man. These I think this is like sometimes you can look at and be like, oh, such and such should have got number one. I think they did good with the number one seeds this year. I actually think, be honest with you, man, the way Duke was playing towards the end of the year, man, they might should have been a 3 seed. Just to be honest with y'all, man. Kev, who you got in the Final Four, man?
I got Duke and Purdue. And I've got Auburn and Houston.
No number ones making it, huh?
No number ones. And I think Duke and Auburn are going to make it to the final, and we're going to have a showdown of who's going to be the number one pick. They're going to play for it head up. So
Bancaro against, what's the bowl buddy from Auburn?
Jabari Smith. I think we're going to have a showdown for who's going to be the number one pick.
Don't tell me that, man. I can't listen to Auburn fans' mouth for a whole year if they win the Natty.
I'm afraid you might have to. There's a good chance, man. I really do like Auburn. I know people aren't high on them. They do have a tough bracket. They got a tough region they got to come out of.
Yeah,
but, I like Auburn. I think they definitely have the potential. All the workings are there for it.
What about you, Jeff? Final Four:
Duke, UCLA, Arizona, Auburn. Duke, Arizona national championship.
Wouldn't that be something? Old classic.
And as
blue blood national championship.
And as much as I've talked trash about West Coast not winning anything, the streak ends with Arizona this year. They cut the nets.
I think Arizona get it. Okay. I got Arizona winning it all over Gonzaga. Arizona. No, I got Arizona over UCLA, man. A rematch of the Pac-12 championship.
I would love to see it.
KB, who you got in the championship?
That'll be a good one right there. I got Kansas coming out of one side. We got Gonzaga meeting up.
Woo.
Yeah, I got Kansas, man. I got Kansas, man. Pulling that thing out.
Yeah, that's why you got so offended when I said Bill Self.
Oh, the fighting Bill Selfs. He got the fighting Bill Selfs.
What about you? What about you, Kev?
Duke, Auburn in the final. Hey, man. Something about it. It's magic. Duke's gonna get that dub.
You want that storybook ending for Coach K, don't you?
The 30 for 30 is already in the works, my guy. I'm telling you, they're already filming it. They're already directing it. They're cutting scenes. They're getting ready. They're making sure the film crew is gonna be in Greenville here. I'm telling you, man. I would be stunned if it didn't happen.
If they was playing,
because it's setting up.
Listen, man, I almost had them going out in the round of 32 because they was playing in Greenville.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna put it to you like this: we're at that point in the movie where everybody's sitting around, they're doubting, they're saying, "Nah, man." The dramatic music is playing, and we're getting ready to have the great. It's a major setback for a comeback. It's a setup for a comeback. That's all it is.
I got you.
Gonna win 6 straight.
Listen, if they do, it will make the 30 for 30 will be ready in a month.
Right.
Look, Kevin, the ending's gonna go one of two ways. It's either gonna be happy music or the entire final scene's gonna be played to the theme song to Titanic.
It might. I'll tell you what, Jeff, like you say, either way, win or lose, Duke's last game, I will be at Applebee's. I promise you that.
So none of us have Cinderella's making it to the Final Four, but if we did, what Cinderella, KB, you think Mike could do it all? Go to the Final Four.
That's tough right there, man. I wanted to say that Texas off top, man, just the boys is solid, man. You know what I'm saying? I think the road ain't tough for them. You know what I'm saying? And they just kind of go either way. So
I can see it. It's a lot of offense in Texas's bracket too. So if anybody play a little defense,
right.
I can see that. I'm gonna go out there and say, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Either Richmond or Loyola Chicago, man. Like them boys play some ball, and like you said earlier, KB, Sister Jean, she bring that mojo with her, man. If they didn't have to play so many headbangers though, like they would have to essentially get through Villanova, Tennessee, and Arizona, possibly. Like that's hardcore trying to get to the Final Four, boy. So I don't know, Jeff. What about you? If you had to pick a long shot, who was going to be?
Oh, if I had to pick a long shot, you already know I'm right with them Hokies. I already got them going to the Sweet 16. They could possibly win 2 more. They get that thing going. But yeah, I'm riding with Bob Tech as my Cinderella.
Right.
Oh, Hokies gonna fool around losing Texas first round. Kel, who you think? Cinderella, if you had to choose one.
See, I'm not big. I enjoy the Cinderella stories, man, but I personally say the ceiling for every Cinderella is pretty much the Elite Eight or the Final Four. Right now, the only team I could potentially see is probably Loyola Chicago. I know that's a popular pick. People probably don't consider them a Cinderella. I would say St. Mary's. St. Mary's would be somebody I would not be surprised to see them.
A 5 seed can't be a Cinderella. They a 5 seed.
But it's St. Mary's. But it's St. Mary's, though. It's St. Mary's.
Like,
they ain't never made it past Sweet 16, have they?
No, I don't think so. But I mean, it's all, as far as like dominant basketball schools year in and year out, you know they're going to be somewhere on your bracket.
That don't mean
I wouldn't. I don't think anybody's considering St. Mary's a dominant basketball like school. Yeah, they're perennially second in their conference every year.
But okay, if they weren't in Gonzaga, if they were the same St. Mary's, but they were in the Mountain West and said Gonzaga's conference, we would look at them the same way we look at Gonzaga. I truly believe that. But the only other one I got as far as like a true Cinderella is something about South Dakota State. Something about South Dakota State. They're 30-4. They've won like 22 straight games.
I was about to say
they haven't lost in 2022.
Yeah, they haven't lost in like 20 games. That's why. I don't think they've been playing nobody either.
No.
Hey, you can only play who's on your schedule. Whose fault's that? They play in their conference and beat them down. I'm just saying.
That's their fault. They got to schedule some non-conference teams, man.
Right.
No, but they haven't lost in 2022. They haven't lost since conference play started. That's what I'm saying. Like, they ran the table in conference. They ran the conference tournament table. That's what you expect from a mid-major.
Plays really good in conference every single year. Kansas, and they ain't won a national championship since 2008. So
more Bill self-help. Hey,
I'm just saying they won like
that's
what?
Wild, Kevin.
How many Big 12 championships did they win in a row? It was like 47.
They got a lot.
And they still can't win. They won one in 2008. They won. That's the one Bill Self got. He got one.
Oh man. Hey, needless to say, I listen, man. This is the first year in at least 3 to 4 years that I've actually paid attention to it, and know a little bit something about the bracket before I actually pick my bracket. Because so many one and dones, man. It's hard to keep up with these guys, man. So I think we did a good job covering the men's side. As far as the women go, man, I honestly think it's gonna come down to South Carolina and UConn. I just don't see how anybody beating them. I know Iowa. Iowa got the chick.
No, I can't. I can't wait for that, Isaiah. Bring her on to Greensboro. We're gonna beat Iowa by 30 and probably hold her to 5 points. We're gonna prove a point against Iowa.
Well, she that deal, but South Carolina just got way too much talent. They way too deep, I think, for Iowa. And then UConn on the other side, I think they'll end up playing NC State. But it's gonna be UConn and South Carolina, and UConn gonna take South Carolina. I hate to say it, Jeff.
Yeah, probably.
Hater.
Dog, Paige Beckers is back and healthy, dog. I'm sorry. And she not, dog, what you hate is they doing people like that, and Paige is only scoring like 6 or 8 points a game. Like
she's not back to full minutes though. We are deeper and more talented they are top to bottom.
I think by then, Jeff, she'll be 4 minutes.
Bro, she got 5 games to get. That's what I'm saying. She been prepping in this tournament. Listen, man, I'm telling you, I think it's gonna be a classic now. I think it's gonna be a classic.
It doesn't scare me with her. We're the better team. We're the best team in the country, and women's basketball chalks it up. You don't have these crazy upsets and Cinderella runs.
Who'd y'all lose to, Jeff?
Right.
Who would we lose to?
Yeah.
Or who did we lose to in the regular season?
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't gonna talk about that.
You said there's no crazy upsets. You said no crazy upsets, but yet y'all lost.
Not come tournament time. Yeah, we got beat at Missouri. Whatever. We got beat at Missouri. We lost the SEC championship game to Kentucky.
Jeff, I didn't even know that Missouri had a women's basketball team. So
how do you, that shows me how slack of a fan you are, especially for Carolina sports, because South Carolina Missouri is a huge women's basketball rivalry. They call Dawn Staley a racist. They say she spits on people. Yeah. We ain't gonna hand it no Dawn Staley slander on these parts. Hey, Don, look here. Here's what might happen, Isaiah. You know what?
Okay.
Here's what might happen. Don Staley goes and gets a ring. Maybe they name her the men's coach. Who knows?
That's exactly what I was about to say. I was about to say that. Why isn't Don Staley just become the men's coach?
Like,
Because-
do a better
No,
job.
because she can't. The reason why the girls come to play,
I
Don
don't think she
Staley.
would leave her girls. That's the only
Right.
reason why I think she wouldn't take it, is because she don't
Well,
want to leave her girls.
Don Staley can't recruit girls the same way she recruits, or she can't recruit guys the same way she recruits girls. She recruits girls because she's done everything there is to do. She played for 2 natties. She's in the Hall of Fame for college as a basketball player and as a coach, and she's in the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame as a player from the WNBA. She's done it all. She's won gold medals as a player and a coach.
That's
true.
So don't you think?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, she's done it all. So why not move
Right,
on
but
to the next
she
great
because she ain't
challenge?
gonna recruit. She ain't gonna recruit. She can't recruit men off that selling point. She can recruit women saying, "Hey, come play for me. I can get you to the WNBA, and I can make you great, and I can get you to play for the Olympic team."
How did
which is
Mike
all- I mean-
Krzyzewski get? How did Mike Krzyzewski get Jay Billis's class? He didn't win it. You think he won a natty and play in an army? Anything in Army? That's it.
I don't
It's
know,
just-
man. I mean, I do know she.
I think she could do it. I think she hold her own.
I know she. I
That's
know
real
she
talk.
the best coach in the athletic offices down there in Columbia.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Bar none. It doesn't matter what sport. She's the best coach down there. So,
But so
Yeah.
back to the men's though,
You might
I
be
tell
right.
you, my sleeper pick for South Carolina's new head coach is a high school coach in the state of South Carolina. I think they're gonna go get the legend himself, Sam Frederick.
no,
You
I
can't.
don't see it. I don't
You
see
can't
it.
do it.
I don't
It
see it.
can't be
I
done.
think that Zam is a all-time great high school coach. 10 state championships. You can't deny that. But I don't know if they going. I don't know if South Carolina willing to step out like that. I mean, Beamer was a stretch. Beamer was a stretch in football, but I
Yeah.
don't think they ready to do that. Not Ray Tanner. Ray Tanner is hanging on this hire.
No,
this
Ray
is
Tanner.
his
Ray
job.
Tanner.
His
Ray
job's
Tanner
on the line.
cannot- Ray Tanner, exactly. Ray Tanner cannot afford to take a risk. He's got to go get a
Right.
proven winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He cannot take a risk. He
Oh,
can't.
but-
This one he
man.
cannot miss. He cannot.
But Kevin,
miss.
what proven winner is going to leave where they're a proven winner at to come to a middle of the road / bottom feeder of the SEC?
A
That's a
mid-major
great
coach.
question. I don't know.
A
A
mid-major coach.
mid-major coach.
What? No, so you can get fired? Why? I'm staying where I'm at and going 30-4.
Just
You know,
like Shaka Smart left VCU to go to Texas. Texas wasn't that
Stupid.
good when he went over there.
No,
You know
Jeff,
who- you
for
know
that,
who
for that
doesn't
money, I go 6 wins for that money for that right price. Like anybody
Bro,
gonna-
mid-major,
that, Tom Crean?
mid-major
Heard
can't
that,
pay
Tom
like
Crean?
South Carolina.
right.
listen, I'll tell y'all
Exactly.
this right now. Y'all know who doesn't. There's one name I'm thinking of that doesn't have a job, and we know he's a proven winner. That's Greg Marshall, the former coach, and he's from South Carolina.
And he's
So-
used to this area too. So
Yep.
you true
The
that.
other,
That's
the
the
other
name.
names I've heard floating around are Buzz Williams, the old Tech coach.
No, why would he
and
leave
then-
Texas A&M? He's making buku money.
Yeah,
and
Texas A&M
he
got to blow. Texas A&M
Yeah.
got money to blow.
Mr. Mr. Ayana himself, Rick Pitino. Come on back and get you some. You want to talk about somebody doing dirty? If
Hey,
we're gonna look at Will Wade, he's
Yeah,
doing
hey.
the same thing Will Wade was.
NIL is legal now, baby.
And it's legal now, baby. Come on back.
He ain't got to bring the strippers in for him no more.
He can just get him sponsored by the strip club. It's all legal.
I think.
Hey man, I don't know. I think Rick Pitino is probably a step too far. Plus, you got to being serious about it. If you think about Rick Pitino, how long you gonna have him for? Maybe 4 or 5 years. You ain't gonna have him for a long
Proven
time.
winner though. Proven winner.
Yeah, but I'm saying you need a long term. You need somebody who can make your program great and keep them great. Rick
Yeah.
Pitino is going to coach you for 4 or 5 years, and he's going to be out the door because he's ready to retire.
So, all right, fellas. Well, man, I appreciate y'all jumping on. You know what I'm saying, joining me for the combo. Hopefully, even though I don't have him picked, hopefully Coach K gets his 30 for 30 ending in a good way. You know what I'm saying? I like to be wrong about that. I don't know. I just unless Ben Carroll changes his tune, then I don't see it happening.
Arizona too good. Arizona's too good.
So, with that said,
What happened to that West Coast bias?
Hey,
Yeah.
I saw Kevin.
He
two
saw it
7-footers,
firsthand.
two 7-footers that run the floor. Okay, that can go out the window. Yeah, I saw that thing firsthand.
I can say that. I can guarantee you it won't be Kansas.
So what we'll do, man, is so the first round starts what, Thursday or Friday?
Thursday.
Thursday. After we can get on Friday night if y'all want to, man. If y'all have some time, and we can chalk up the first round, see if see whose bracket is busted and whose isn't. I don't need my Final Four guys going down in the first round.
It's going to be Kevin, with Kevin having Houston going to the Final Four and them getting beat in the first round.
They're not getting beat in the first round.
They're getting beat in the first round. UAB.
So all those out there in YouTube land, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Tell us who you got in your Final Four, and we'll hold you to it. Put it in writing. Don't just talk about it. Be about it. Put it in writing so we can screenshot it and put it up on the screen when you roll.
Put it in right. The group is public. The tournament bracket, the Fan Addict group is public. So
that is my bad. Yeah, let's. So if you go on to the men's tournament challenge, type in the Fan Addict, just as you see it behind me. You can join the group with us. It is open to the public. I think we got about 11 entries right now. So we'll see. We also have a The Fan Addict dash WBB for the women's bracket, just in case y'all want to get in on that one as well. So, all right, till next time, fellas. Appreciate it. Coach I, KB,
Always.
Kev, Jeff the Stat Guy. We